Chippah Tee TV. Hey man, say man, what it is, what it do. Welcome back to the Buzz Talk Show where we build unique desires. Yes, that's right. You're now tuning in with the one and only Chippah Tee TV. That's me, Chippah Tee, and this is the TV scale modeling page, man. First and foremost, y'all seen the progress. Y'all seen a little bit of a walk around of what this car consists of. This is a 1983 Cutlass. Um, it might be an 84, 85. I ain't too sure. I just say 83 because that's what the year tells me. That's what the car did. When I look at it, that's the year that I get from it. Now, just to y'all a little history on about this car real quick. I'm gonna keep this video short and simple for y'all, so just kind of keep up with me, right? So basically, just to give y'all a little history about this car. This car was a gift to me. The maintenance man in my apartment complex at the time that I lived in, we just was talking it up one day, and then he was like, "Yeah, I built model cars too," and so he showed me his collection, and then he came over to my place, and I showed him my collection, and then he was kind of like, "Oh man, like you do some great work," and that was real honoring. Like it was very very appreciative to have someone applaud you for your work and your skill and your talent, and honestly to be able to notice it. So I just respected him from that point on, and he was like, I wanna learn how to do some of that stuff, and so I told him like, hey man, anytime you want to come over, you're the maintenance man in my complex, so as long as you do your job, whenever there's a call and I call in and it gets done, that's cool with me. Just come on over though, hang out, and I can show you a few things that I've learned along the line of building that maybe can help you. And so he did a few times. He came by. And then finally he dropped off a few kits, and let me see. After the third car I did for him, and I just did small stuff. I didn't even do a complete build for him. I basically did a lot of the interior work for him. But after the third car he brought to me, he was like, "All right, I got another car I want you to do," and so he brought this Cutlass to me, along with the '69 Cutlass. He brought this to me. And he was like, "Yeah, man, go ahead and do the interior for me." Now, this is all of his work. Keep in mind, except for the hydraulics and the interior, this is all of his work. The top, the paint, the decals, the way that everything is assembled is very neat and clean. Now, the paint, of course, it needs a little bit more detailing. If this was my personal car, because this is no longer my vehicle, but if this was my personal car, I would do the paint over again. Same color, everything like that. I would just redo it. But to finish up with the story, he pretty much was like, all right, yeah. And so my challenge for myself was to do the interior within a full day. So the next day I saw him, I had it done. And I came and, pretty much showed him everything. He was like, bruh, that's sick. So, I was like, yeah, man, this is just what I had in mind, and this is what came up with. So, after I finished it, I showed him and everything, came over, and he ended up giving me the car. He ended up bringing me parts, more kits, and stuff like that. Now, a little bit about why he gave me extra kits is because he said he was stepping away from the model cars. He was focused on 3D printing. Little did I know, maybe like a week or so later, he brought a 3D printer to me. So, that's a huge blessing. He brought me a printer. He brought me some more cars, and I couldn't thank him enough. So, if you come across this video, homie, shout out to you. I appreciate you wholeheartedly, and deeply. This was the finished outcome, as y'all seen in the earlier videos. This car is in full action. 3-wheel both sides, front hop. Now, I'm letting the motor, I put a new hopping motor inside of this because the older one just wouldn't stay glued in. So I'm letting this actually hold in and glue in as long as possible. And then I'll have another video for it, of it hopping, of it actually functionality. As y'all seen before, it's pretty much doing what it's supposed to do. It has chains in the back to lock it up. I also have the drive shaft though to keep it keep everything straight. Let me hold those wheels, they come off. I don't have the knockoffs on. But I have the drive shaft in place along with the trailing arms. Everything stays in place when it's locked up. There's no movement in the back. That's what I went for. That's what I wanted when I was envisioning putting this car together. the whole concept behind this car as far as the hydraulics. And once again, A arms, uppers, custom upper control arms, um, custom upper control arms. But the whole idea of this was to build it as if um, the Cutlass came like this, as if it already had hydraulics, right? So that was the mindset behind it. I wanted to keep it a street car, keep it all clean and original. Now there is a slight kickback just to give a little bit more inches on the front hop. Other than that, completely street laid out. Um, and that's what I did with it. Now a customer bought this. This is a long time customer of mine here locally in the city, and he brought a Cutlass from me. Well, he brought me a Cutlass, and he wanted the hydraulics done. At the time, I was still learning pretty much how to do ball joints. Now I've kind of perfected it. There's always still more to learn, but I've kind of perfected that method. So I was like, I gotta build him another car, and so I had this one sitting around, and this is what we agreed upon, and this will be going off to him. I'll be delivering it here shortly. You guys will see the video of that. But there's a few more things left I have to do as far as the white walls on the tires, a little bit more chroming on the rims and the knockoffs, a few more detailed parts inside of the engine bay. So for instance, we're going to include the battery terminals, battery wires, pretty much everything the engine bay is supposed to have. We're going to go ahead and add in there, brake booster, all that. So yeah, that's just a quick little update on this car. I guess you guys can see another video of the actual full thing. I'll go ahead and shoot another one of that. So yeah, but this is what this is, you guys. I hope y'all like the little update. I'll see y'all again for another garage talk. I know I admitted to going to Mondays and Tuesdays, but you know, with the algorithm how it is, I want to give you guys more quality content. Shout out to everybody who's watching the videos. If you're getting inspired by it, I appreciate y'all, man. So I'll see y'all in the next video.